to the InfoWars Nightly News. I'm your host, Jakari Jackson. It's January 29th, 2014, and let's get straight into our top story tonight. Obama promises to enact gun control with or without Congress. Now, this is no surprise to me because he said he wouldn't take your rifle away. He wouldn't take your shotgun away. Meanwhile, he's in the debates with Romney saying he wants to get rid of cheap handguns. He wants to get rid of AK-47s. And this is just more proof positive of those things he said way back then. I intend to keep trying, said Mr. Obama, trying with or without Congress to help stop more tragedies from visiting innocent Americans in our movie theaters, shopping malls, or schools like Sandy Hook. Citizenship means standing up for the lives that gun violence steals from us every day. And I like how he brings in the citizenship aspect because, you know, if you're a citizen, if you want to become a new citizen, I think is really what he's saying here. Just come to our country, give up your rights, give up your gun rights, or never own a gun in general, and that will make Mr. Obama very, very happy. It's just another one of these things, you know, I'm not going to take your guns away. You can keep your health care plan, your taxes won't increase, or any number of whoppers that he's given out in the past. And we have more on this because people are tired of hearing all these whoppers. CNN poll, 67% oppose Obama's executive actions. Well, I'm glad to see that people are starting to wake up to this. A CNN ORC poll of viewers who watched last night's State of the Union address found that 67% opposed Barack Obama's plan to pursue his political agenda via executive orders. Just 30% said they want Obama to take unilateral action, with 67% opposing his executive agenda. I think people are finally starting to realize that if I give all these powers to Barack Obama or George Bush or Bill Clinton or whoever it may be, then the next person will have all these same powers. And that's the thing that you don't want, because maybe you think it is okay for Obama to come in like a tyrant and say, yes, you can do this. No, you can't do that. I'll act without Congress. I'll go to war without Congress. I'll take away your guns without Congress. But when people realize this, well, maybe the next guy may be a Republican, and you have to break out of this left-right paradigm, but they say maybe the next guy will be a Republican, and I don't want him to have all those same powers. That's the mindset you have to have. Get rid of the left-right paradigm and don't give powers to Obama if you don't want somebody else to have those same powers. Now, somebody has been very critical of President Obama, and I can't really blame him. This is Representative Weber. Obama is a socialistic dictator. And this is Randy Weber from Texas. He tweeted out, on the floor of House, waiting on Commandant-in-Chief, the socialistic dictator who's been feeding U.S. a line, or is it a line? And, other people have had similar comments. Rand Paul came out with some comments, not as eloquent as these, but, people are waking up to this and they're speaking out because they say it's rude to stand up during Obama's speech and call him a liar or call him a dictator. Maybe that is bad manners, but I also think it is bad manners to stand up there in front of your audience, being the American people, and just lie to them. Yes, miss, I'll give you a new house, or no, your taxes won't increase, or yes, you can keep your current health care plan, or, you set the red line for Syria, not me. Just to go up there and lie to people, I think that's just as disrespectful as any comments that may be made later. So, you can say which is first, the chicken or the egg, but, I guess the roosters are coming home to roost, or however that saying goes. We'll move on to more comments on the speech from last night. This is Krauthammer. When Obama repeated Guantanamo, you knew he'd sort of run out of ideas. Now, this is conservative commentator Charles Krauthammer, and he said these about the State of the Union address, and he called it the chestnut speech because they're full of old chestnuts. And he says, when he repeated Guantanamo, which is a cause he gave up on himself years ago, you knew he had run out of ideas. And yeah, even back when I was a Obama supporter, I voted for him back in 2008, he said, I'm going to shut down Guantanamo Bay, and I'm thinking, what are you going to do with all these people, in Guantanamo Bay? You're either going to have to release them or move them to some other site. So he's going to take the prisoners out of Blackgate and move them to Arkham Asylum is seemingly what he appears to be doing to me. He wants to move these people to a black site with even less oversight from the U.S. so people won't know about what's going on in these prisons like Guantanamo Bay. And not just that, you still got troops overseas, and nothing he's really said would happen except, the deterioration of your rights.
The facts are in. The studies are legion. Sodium fluoride and other members of the fluorine family that are added to Western water supplies are devastating the health and cognitive ability of the people that drink it. So the question is, why are the social engineers adding it to the water? Simple. Dumb down the host population that the parasitic technocracy is feeding on. We developed Fluoride Shield to be the highest quality, highest standards because I use it every day and my family uses it every single day. Let's take a closer look at the ingredients that make up this special proprietary formula. Tamarind has been celebrated for its ability to immobilize toxic fluoride residues, while zeolites have a long history of attracting and holding toxic compounds. Enter fulvic acid, an excellent cleansing agent. Then we added the highest quality shilajit, a rare compound that is collected from the high mountains of the Himalayas. We topped it all off with the powerhouse herb cilantro that is intended to mobilize fluoride and other dangerous compounds for removal from the body. And the final touch to energize this formula is our proprietary nascent iodine. And as always, consult your physician as well because that is important. And finally, Fluoride Shield, Survival Shield, and all the products at InfoWarsLife.com grew out of my quest to try to find the very best compounds from God's cornucopia to protect myself and my family. And from our research, I believe we are bringing you the best, highest quality products. And you have that commitment from Alex Jones and the entire InfoWars crew.